retro readers, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my end of the year bookish survey. This survey I believe was created by Books and Lala, and I just kind of took it upon myself to do it every year because I enjoy doing bookish stats and just seeing what the reading year was like for the whole year. So as far as channel growth this year, I feel like my channel grew a lot. A lot of you guys decided to subscribe, which is amazing, honestly. It makes me so happy to see everybody enjoys my content enough to where they want to see me in new videos and everything. So I believe we started off this year with about 20 subscribers. Might have been like in the 30s, I can't remember. But we are ending it with 55 subscribers. So 55 of you guys are subscribed to my channel and retro readers, and that's just crazy to think about. So yeah, I just wanted to take a second and thank you guys for just enjoying my content. Even if you don't want to subscribe, I still enjoy seeing you guys even watch the videos. Like, I love seeing the view count go up. And even comment on my channel and comment on my videos. It means the world to me, honestly, and it just makes me so happy. And I also enjoy, like, you know, sharing books and my love for books to you guys, and yeah. So this year, 2021, was a good reading year overall, but not the best compared to 2020. In 2020, I read 90 books. And so, because I read 90 books last year, I decided that 90 books was my goal for this year, and I actually did not meet it. I read 64 books in total, but you know, I'm gonna count that as a win because hey, I read some books. Even if it's 1 or 2 books a month, or even just 1 book a month, like, it's still, I'm still enjoying reading and talking about it with you guys, so yeah. Anyways, that was the first question, is how many books have you read this year? And yeah, 64. So as far as reading stats, I keep track of it all on my book journal, which I will be making a video of it soon, of like a flip through. It's not quite filled out completely, but you guys will see the years and everything. So as far as stats go, the type of book listed are audiobook, ebooks, and books. So I read 4 audiobooks, 18 ebooks, and 42 physical books. So that's pretty crazy. Even to read like audiobooks, honestly, because I feel like audiobooks, like, I read, but I don't read as much of them. Because I enjoy that format, but like, I don't know, sometimes I want to have the physical book in my hand. As far as genre goes, it's separated into nonfiction, YA, adult, and middle grade. So I read 7 nonfiction books, 20 young adult or YA books, and 31 adult books, and 5 middle grade books. Wow. I mean, I feel like middle grade books, like, I don't read a lot of, obviously, and I don't know, I feel like next year in 2021, or 2022, I feel like, I want to read more middle grade books, so, yeah. But also, I'm, like, more of an adult, and I don't know, I like, educational, books a lot, even though middle grade can be educational. Okay, and as far as genres, as in like what kind of books they are. I have thriller, paranormal, science fiction, contemporary, like favorite authors, classics, series, and nonfiction books. And they're kind of, the way I separate everything is like as opposed to where my bookshelves are. So if you saw my bookshelf tour, the second one of this year, then you would know how my bookshelves are separated, but they're basically separated in 2 genres. So I read 4 thriller books, 12 paranormal books, 4 science fiction books, 18 contemporary books, 5 of my favorite authors, 1 classic, 13 books in a series, or several series, and 7 nonfiction books. So yeah, I feel like thrillers are not my expertise, and neither is classics. And even though I say I love science fiction, because honestly, look at that shelf. I also consume a lot of science fiction, like movies and stuff. I feel like I need to read more science fiction books, book form. Okay, and then for inventory, or as I like to say, my inventory of not owned books, so like books from libraries or books borrowed by friends, or from friends, and then the Goodwill, so books I decided to give up, and then kept, books I decided to keep. So from those 3, I read 24 books that were not owned, 20 books I sent to the Goodwill, and 19 books I kept. So I don't know, I feel like I did pretty good on as far as like unhauling books. I probably next year should read less library books, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like I want to read more library books so I don't haul enough, or all the books I decide I don't like.
Ah! The shock face here.
You
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
never have a sister. She is worse than a cat. Freaking Christmas tree fell down in my room. Now I have to like... Okay, so continuing on, as far as ratings go, so not rated, DNF, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. Okay, that's how it's separated. I didn't not rate any books, so I don't know, that's pretty good. Especially like, I don't know, sometimes I don't rate books if I don't know, I rarely not rate books unless it's like for school, but since I'm out of school, yeah, I haven't not rated any books. I DNF'd 6 books, so, I mean, that's pretty good. I was more lenient about DNFing books. I rated 2 books a 1-star review, 8 books a 2-star review, 17 books a 3-star review, 29 books a 4-star review, and 8 books a 5-star review. So that's pretty good. And I read a total of 21,438 pages. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty good, honestly. Like, a good overall reading month, or reading year. And then with that, all those stats out of the way, so of course I read 64 books. Question 2, most read genre, I'd say adult, and branching out more of like the actual categories, it would be contemporary. And then question 3, favorite book and least favorite book of the year. My favorite book of the year was actually The Reef by Nora Roberts. I really enjoyed that, and I made a whole video about it. And then my least favorite book of the year is actually Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, just because it was very disappointing. I thought I was going to enjoy the book more than I did, and turns out I didn't. And I even took out the consideration of J.K. Rowling and being a TERF and everything, and just super not okay. I even took my feelings about that out of the book, and I still absolutely did not like it. And I also made a video about reading the first 3 Harry Potter books. So number 4 is most disappointing book of the year. I was going to answer Harry Potter, but I decided to branch out and answer something different, and that would be Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I believe that is the author's name. And this book is so hyped on BookTube, and honestly, it was something I really wanted to read, and honestly, I thought I was gonna enjoy more than I did, and didn't end up enjoying it. So I also made a video about that. It's more about from my reading vlog of reading based on emojis, and then it's a fun choose your own adventure reading vlog, which I worked really hard on that, so if you would like, you can also watch that. Most overhyped book of the year, for me, that was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, I think. And I just feel like that book, a lot of people enjoyed, and I didn't like it. And yeah. Okay, number 6, most underhyped book of the year. That would be The Way of Fire and Ice, which is a Norse pagan book, so I totally understand if you guys don't want to read it, but yeah, I feel like it's very underhyped overall in the Norse pagan community, and even the pagan and witchcraft community. Feel like it has a lot to say, especially with white supremacy and the horrors of Nazism, trying to make their way into Norse paganism, and yeah. Anyways, okay, number 7, longest and shortest book of the year. So the longest book, with a whopping 1,152 pages I read, was The Stand by Stephen King, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and honestly, it was great fun to read. And then Faith Volume 1 was the shortest book that I read with 42 pages. So yeah, and it's a graphic novel, so I was expecting it to be short. Okay, biggest reading accomplishment would have to be The Stand, because honestly, I don't think I ever read a book that was over 1,000 pages before, so yeah, that's pretty big. Even considering the Throne of Glass series, I finished that this year too, and I don't think any of those books, I think it was close, it was 900 pages, but still, 1,000 pages for a book, that's crazy. Okay, number 9, book that made you cry. Actually, an offer from a gentleman by Julia Quinn made me cry. It is a historical fiction book, but fiction romance. But honestly, I loved it so much, and just the characters, they're so cute together, and I definitely did cry when they weren't together, and just get frustrated at them when one of them, of course, with all romance novels, there's a conflict, and I got frustrated with the conflict. And then number 10, book that made you laugh. This is gonna be a surprise, but it's Cowboy Firefighter Heat. I don't really know the author's name, I completely forgot, but honestly, that was a blast. If you want, I made also another video about that, and yeah, it was quite a wild ride. a wild cowboy horse ride. I don't know. It was a rodeo. And yeah, I thought the book itself was just bad, but like I had a good time reading it. Okay, last question. Favorite new author, or new favorite author, and least favorite author, or new least favorite author. That makes total sense. I don't know why it wasn't clicking in my brain, but my favorite author that I discovered this year is actually Nora Roberts, and since discovering her from The Reef, I have read 2 other of her books this year, and I enjoy her writing style a lot. And then my least favorite author is actually J.K. Rowling. It was kind of a toss-up between J.K. Rowling and Casey McQuiston, but I haven't really read enough of Casey McQuiston's work to really justify her being my least favorite author. But yeah, honestly, like, it's just because I was so disappointed about Red, White, and Royal Blue, so that's why. But I feel like J.K. Rowling fits this bill a lot more because she's very problematic, and yeah. So anyways, that was the long-awaited end of your book survey, or end of your wrap-up survey. I always have fun doing these. Let's talk about my goals for 2022. More book related than anything, not personal goals. Like, I'm probably not going to be sharing those on, maybe I will share them on here, my personal goals, but my reading goals, reading wise. My goal next year is actually to read 64 books, and I am definitely going to read more. I'm, shooting for 70, but, 64 will do if I get it. I'm not going to, like, beat myself up about, like, not reaching the goal. So, yeah, like this year, I'm not beating myself up, because honestly, I did great. Even if I read 1 book this year, or even 12, like, that's still amazing. Anyways, as far as this channel goes, it's still going to be booktube related. I was kind of contemplating on doing other things that are not bookish related, but I just enjoy doing booktube. It's probably more going to be, there's probably next year going to be more vlogs, because I discovered that I loved doing it. Maybe a little bit more book reviews, because I enjoy doing that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like my content really changed. I don't really enjoy doing, like, tag videos except for the end of year survey tag, because I like to just, I like to see what I read and stuff throughout the year. But yeah, in answering those questions. But other than that, like, honestly, like, this channel is still gonna be here. I might not post, like, weekly like I sometimes do, but I'm gonna try. I'm at least gonna post twice a month. Yeah, that's my goal. As far as personal goals of 2022, I'm just gonna treat myself better. Honestly, in December, because of, like, the breakup and stuff, I kind of lost my self-confidence. And I don't know, I feel like I'm starting to get that back. And even looking at myself in in my phone, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so pretty. I mean, not like, to be super self-centered, but yeah, that's just something I've been dealing with. And in 2022, I am planning on, loving myself and finding love romantically still. I feel like 2021 was good for me because I actually did end up getting out there on a dating website, and actually, like, I found a friend on there, and I also, like, met a couple of people. I met, like, okay, I talked to, like, 3 people, and I met, like, 2 of them, and one of them became my friend, and the other one became my, like, ex. Or he was my boyfriend at the time. But, like, I feel like I want to just meet more people and, like, go on dates and stuff, and even, like, find a boyfriend again. But, like, I don't know. That is my goal. I am working on self-confidence and just finding beauty, even sometimes when I don't feel beautiful. Yeah. And then as far as, like, career-wise, I have actually, this is probably going to be interesting to you guys, but I'm actually planning on getting my butt in gear for writing. I got my degree in, well, it's like Associates of Arts, but I originally intended for it to be a writing degree, to be a writer, even though you don't need a degree for that. But yeah, I wanted to go to college, and that's what I got. So I am going to be focusing also on writing short stories and getting it out there and getting them published on like magazines and stuff, and maybe even like just working on my novel too. So yeah, I have great plans this year, and or this upcoming year. Well, you'll see this in 2022, but I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, so but yeah, just a little, like, tidbit in my head. Everything's fine. I'm, like, not that meme of, like, the dog in the fire and being like, everything's fine. That's not what I meant, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, I feel good about 2022, and I'm excited for the journey that this year will take me on, and learning self-confidence, and also trying not to be sick on Christmas and New Year's even, and yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't have COVID or anything, or I don't have the disease that shall not be named here on book or YouTube. I'm fine. I have a cold, but yeah. Anyways, that should do it. Thanks for watching. If you want, comment down below and answer these questions. And you can also talk about your New Year's resolutions and just, like, what you want to accomplish. And also, maybe you can answer as well what you would like to see more on this channel. I'd love to know. Other than that, if you'd like, you can give this video a thumbs up, but you don't have to. You can also subscribe, but you do not have to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Be sure to follow my Instagram and Goodreads. I post all my updates on Instagram, as well as fun pictures, and I post everything that I'm reading currently on Goodreads. So if that's interesting to you, please follow. Link in the description.